So if we look at the geographical or geological feature of Alaska in terms of the mountain ranges and flat lands, we notice that the region, the southeast region of Alaska is filled with high peaks, with these rugged, really sharp mountains. And the shape of these mountains clearly shows that these mountains are relatively young. They are probably a few million, tens of millions of years old at most, probably a few million years old. Because Alaska coastline is right on the edge of two tectonic plates. One is the Pacific plate, the other one, I would assume, is Alaskan plates. I don't know the name of it. These two plates, the Pacific plates, push northwards into Alaskan soil, into Alaska land, and then it creates these ripples of geological features. So these lands are all pushed from the ocean floor tectonic plate, and they create these massive mountain peaks, a lot of mountains. And of course the tallest is Mount Denali. And this is the Pacific Ring of Fire. Along the Alaska coastline, along north and northwest Canada, British Columbia, Yukon, and all the way down to Washington State and the western United States. These regions are on the Pacific Ring of Fire because they are at the gap between the tectonic plates, and that's why all of these mountains are relatively young, geologically speaking, very geologically active volcanoes and earthquakes. And as we know, natural scenery is best when you have geological active region. And this is why the western United States, particularly west of the Sierras, west of Sierras, and of course the Alaskan mountain ranges. These are some of the most spectacular mountain ranges, and the most beautiful, just because these mountain ranges are very, very sharp, very very rugged, very sharp, it's like a newly formed volcano deposits or something. But if you further move west, move east beyond Sierra Mountain into the Rocky Mountain, in fact the Rocky Mountain range in the United States is less active, not as active I think as the Banff region in the Rocky Mountain in the Canadian side. Then once you move past the Rocky Mountain range further east, you have flat, almost no geological activities, very little earthquake, very few earthquakes, or almost no volcanoes. But if you go to state of Nevada, state of Arizona, state of California, and Washington, Oregon, every few hundred miles you see a volcano. And even Nevada, we know Nevada has a lot of volcanoes, smaller volcanoes. Most of them are dormant, but quite a few are still causing earthquakes. And to the U.S., the most active region would be, of course, Yellowstone, and that is also an extremely active region. It's an extension of the Pacific Ring of Fire, I would say. Also a super volcano. That location could potentially be, if that place erupts, it could create a super volcano event that could alter the Earth's climate and could be a civilizational event. In other words, it could destroy the modern civilization as we speak today.